I'm just going to go into the Runamuck mine here and just check out what's in here. I think I'm going to find something pretty interesting. Good thing we got the flashlight. It's kind of like a dangerous place to be walking around here in the dark. But I know at one time that I got a spare oil cooler for the D4 cats. And I know I put it in here somewhere, laying amongst all these here parts. Oh, and here it is right there. Just like a piece of gold. Awesome. So we're going to grab that and we'll get that mounted up into that military D4. This is the oil cooler that I got out of the Runamuck mine. I brought it up here to the main yard just to clean things up, and I polished this sealing surface off there pretty good. I'm just going to put some ATV or some gasket maker on there and put it back over onto that military cat. But this here, I can't see any staining on it, so I don't believe it was leaking when whoever took it off of their machine, their parts tractor or whatever. I think they just pulled it off, put it into storage. So I don't think there's anything wrong with this unit. So we're going to go on back down to the military cat and put it back on. This is the oil cooler that I took off the military cat. It's pretty rough on the bottom tank, I guess you'd call this area. It's missing its manufacturer tag. Plus it's pretty pitted here. I don't know if it's been repaired at one time or another. I cleaned it off as best I could. It's pretty much oil stained all the way around here. But I know when we tried to start this military cat by towing it, it did nothing but pump oil out onto the ground, like fairly large amounts of it. I polished this here side off with the wire brush, and it looks like it's been resoldered and whatnot, but I still can't see any place in there where it's been ruptured or leaking as it had been. I haven't pressure tested it yet, and I don't believe I will bother go that part. I'm just going to put it back down into the Runamuck mine, replaces the one that I just found. And then we'll head on down over to the cat and put it in place. I took off the little bit of a hard nose and their radiator screen and took out the oil cooler, and it was right full of dirt up into this area here. I got that brushed away there, and then this here is in really good condition. This is the gasket that was left in place. So I'm just going to get my newly discovered oil cooler and mount it into place, and hopefully that'll be one less problem on this tractor when I try to start it again. I don't have a tap to clean out the threads in the block here, so I just stacked a couple extra spring washers on the bolt here, temporary fix. That's the problem with overhauling stuff so far away from your shop, and you only got limited supplies, so we'll just get her mounted in here for now and get a tap and clean those holes out later. I just want to get this thing mounted up into place. There's those two bolts hold this block to there, and the oil goes down, back up, and then back to the engine. Okay, and then we'll get our shroud put into place, and then it'll be ready to, at the next convenient time, we'll attempt to start it. There's a little bolt up here gone through the shroud and into the oil cooler, and what I believe is a air vent that when you open it up, allows air to go into the oil cooler and drain out when you're changing oil. So all this here capacity will go down and into the filter body and down into the pan and out. That's what I believe this is for. Maybe somebody can correct me on that, but that's all I can see that it would be used for. I just thought I'd put together this quick little video on doing a little bit of work on this military D4. Ever since Phil and I were pulling it around and trying to start it, discovered that the oil cooler on this one was just leaking really bad. We lost a lot of oil just pulling it back the little ways we did. Confirmed we had circulation and oil pressure, that's for sure. But anyway, since that time I did think in the back of my mind that I had a oil cooler from other parts when I acquired other parts, and sure enough, when I went into the Runamuck mine, there it was, just sitting there, and it looked really good condition. It didn't look well stained or anything, so it doesn't look like it's going to give me an issue. So I got it on there, and we'll just have one step closer to having this thing start. I still can't start it with the pony motor because that has to be pulled right off and free up the Bendix and all that kind of stuff. So there's been a lot of work ahead of us on this particular unit. But anyway, that's all for today, and we'll catch up to you later.